Hello again, everybody. Well, we're here today on a very rainy day. Otherwise, I would show you outside more. And we're checking out Ruby Falls again. Now, I know y'all have seen the new visitor center and all that. I've shown that in a past video. But because of what's going on, I thought it would be worth a different look. Today, they are having to shut down the elevator. They're doing renovations on it, so it'll take 6 to 8 weeks. So now, we have to ride a bus from here down to where it used to come out from the haunted house. And so you have to jump on that, and we're going to check out a new section that you really wouldn't have been able to see in the past. So come on, guys, let's go have some fun. It's always interesting to see what they do in these little tourist shops. I've never heard of Watch Over Voodoo, but some of these are pretty interesting. Capricorn, Aquarius, Baller, there's Aries. It's creepy yet cute, and it kind of reminds me of that PlayStation game where you're the little fabric guy. Little Big Planet maybe? Anyway, we're still waiting. We're going to go over there here in a minute and get our bus pass. Well, this is going to be a little tricky to back out of here.
I gave somebody 2 tickets. Yeah. And I got another one, but apparently we're still losing.
Here we go. We're going to be going in to this space. If people have been on the old haunted house, you remember this spot. Hey. So this, people didn't get to see on the way in, but this was the emergency exit. It's also the exit where the haunted house used to be. And yes, this was all blasted out. This is pretty cool.
They can hear me. All right, now as you can see this sign right down here, there are a lot of low clearances down through here, especially in this first part of the caves. This is not part of a normal tour, so you're going to actually get to see some formations that most people don't get to see. So it's an extra bonus for you. But there are really low clearances in this part of the cave.
And yes, I'm 5'10". The ceiling is quite low. That's cool. That's one of those anchor bolts. Gentle little descent, and eventually we'll end up by where the elevator comes out. Every now and then you'll see the holes drilled. Now we're getting into the watery wet area.
I spent a lot of time right here. This was
Yep, it goes up to that castle building that we were in.
Mm-hmm. So this is completely under the castle?
I don't know if we are yet. Maybe. But when we get to the elevator, we are most definitely underneath the castle.
Okay.
About 400 feet, I think. Quite cool to be able to go into the section that you normally don't get to see. The 3 chairs. Every now and then you'll see gear because they've got to run power and Wi-Fi and other things. And here we go. We're coming out to where the elevator would be. The elevator is right there. So now we're getting into the normal part of the tour.
Into it.
She's just too Are you okay?
And they have a hot spot. It's the deepest hot spot you can think of.
I know. It could be a big smile, guys.
That's a nice rock.
Now one day I'll make it in here and we'll do the lantern tour. But until then, it will work.
And a big smile, you guys. Give me a thumbs up for this.
Now, I walked past where the photos are happening. I don't really need to have the photos, so I'm going to go over here. And we're going to wait for everybody else.
I need everybody to come all the way as far forward as you can.
Now, I'm not going to film this. If you want to, you need to come and see this, but it's basically going to be a video talking about the history of the Ruby Falls and how they found it and whatnot. So I'll be right back in a minute, guys. Okay, so for people that have been in here before, there's actually a new video, and it is very professionally done. I really like it. So if you come, you got to check out the new video. And just think, I mean, that's how tall this gap is that Leo Lambert had to crawl in.
Yes.
Should have brought my flashlight. Oh well.
We're going to stop here on the right-hand side. I didn't see a group coming out.
Stay on the right. Ahí está haciendo frío. Ay, mira. Entonces exactamente por ahí. Con esas cosas alto.
And we're running past some more memory rocks.
All right, this is our first stop after the video room, so we're going to gather up here and make sure my caboose catches up with us, but we'll give them just another minute or so. 2 seconds. All right, my Atlanta caboose, you back there?
She's here.
All right, thank you. I didn't hear, but the relay was helpful. All right, the formation in front of you is called Cactus and Candles, the large stalagmite coming up from the ground. The candle is the front part, the cactus is in the back. There's also a large stalactite hanging nearby. And on the other side of the walkway is a column that looks like a white pipe going up and down the wall. The audio that I'm going to play for you gives you a little more history and it talks about these formation types.
We opened Ruby Falls Cavern for tours on June 6, 1930. Building up to that big day, we blasted through the mountain using 15,000 pounds of dynamite and pulled out 5 million pounds of limestone to create the elevator shaft. We used that limestone to build the cavern castle, which some call the world's most magnificent cave entrance. We carefully planned the trail through the cavern to avoid disturbing the underground streams and ancient formations. Stalagmites rising up from the ground, stalactites suspended from the ceiling, and columns where the two meet and join together.
Face or break cave formations. For your safety, please stay with your guide.
You hear that? Yeah, it's a pretty low pitch.
The humming that you hear is him humming. It's echoing off the walls because the stone makes a perfect echo chamber. The onyx jungle. The Hall of Dreams. This is where they built a walkway above where the water flows out.
Those of you up toward the front of the line, we're just waiting to see our fish. It's hard to see when we get past it.
Here's the Leaning Tower there's the
Alright, so, you see what look like drinking straws hanging from the ceiling? Those are capillary tubes and they are baby stalactites. Also over here in front of me is our unofficial mascot, Myrtle the turtle. There's her shell, there's her head. And she is climbing on the oldest and largest formation in the cave of the Leaning Tower. And has been doing so for a very long time and not made any progress. They thought she was just terrified to move, but it's worse than that. She's completely petrified.
one thing is watching a group come out.
Shapes are determined by location and rate of water flow, with mineral content influencing their color. White
Cave, bacon, and drapery.
You hear what my voice does when I'm standing here talking? It has a little extra resonance to it for some reason.
The angel's wing. Always pretty.
Because if you fall, you gotta make people fall.
Anybody hungry? Got some bacon. You want breakfast? How about lunch? We got bacon.
looking up through crevices along the path reveals hidden wonders. Overhead formations like cave bacon with its coating of iron oxide always brings us away from memories. Nature paints a beautiful and sometimes peculiar environments.
Tobacco leaves.
Cuidado ahí que está, por favor.
And the water will always find its way out of a cave. Look out, Lane. And it vanishes into the dark above our heads.
From the elevator shaft to here is about 2,260 feet, or 2/5 of a mile. It's 1,000 feet from there back out to the entrance that we came in, and you put those together, it's around 1,000 meters, and by the time you count the return trip, you walked about 2 kilometers or a little over a mile. The water for our waterfall comes from the watershed area on top of Lookout Mountain. The rainfall, excess irrigation, whatever sucks into the ground, forms underground streams. 6 of those come together from the waterfall. The more rain we have, the faster the falls rise. The waterfall began on the near end of the room, and like all waterfalls, worked its way backwards by erosion to where it is today, and in the process carved the entire room we're about to walk into. The water falls into a pool at the base that drains under the floor. We'll cross over some of that water on our way back out. That water is on its way to the Tennessee River. The water brings air with it as it comes in. You'll notice a strong breeze as you walk toward the rail. That's a source of natural ventilation for the entire cavern. When that burst of air they mentioned in the video at the elevator shaft, that ultimately came from the falls. Water is also spraying out onto the floor to make it wet and slippery, so please be careful as you move around in there. But we do ask that you do move around so everybody gets a chance to get the different pictures they might like.
Crazy, but it's empty.
And the moment y'all have been waiting for. Back when I was a kid, you used to be able to walk around the back of the falls. Now, they don't let it happen anymore. The camera really doesn't give it justice. This is a huge room. Yes, those are boards up there. Interesting how some of the minerals react against the lighting differently. And yes, somebody actually did crawl up through that tiny hole. Well, we're on our way out now, so we get to check out a few more things. I'll see you guys in a minute. The Western Sunset. What? Well, Tim said, have you noticed the fire extinguisher? That's because they have a dragon.
The creation of formations in the cave spans centuries. Their distinctive shapes are miraculous. Fabric-like draperies flowing from limestone.
We're about to go through a section of the cave we've not been in yet. Alexa, play cave music.
Some fluorescence. One of the old famous ones, steak and potatoes. God's foot. And the survivors are on their way out. Well, here we are on the way out for the new section, or at least a temporary section, so you can see the door that would go to the elevator shaft. But it's getting worked on right now. It is so cool to see a section that you rarely get to see.
I'm probably ducking more than I need to, but I don't know the section of the cable well.
Yeah, you get physical memory for that other section. Oh yeah.
We're going to wait here on the right-hand side.
Okay. And just like that, the tour is over. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the look at this temporary thing while the elevator's down. As always, I'm off to go on some more journeys. So until then, why don't you go on a journey of your own? We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.